Hey guys, of course, you already know it's 7:30. 7:30 Monday, each and every Monday at 7:30, we are live with Amanda Miller Top Queens. Guys, you already know before I start, let me tell you the rundown for those that may be new to our audience. So go ahead, download the 105.7 The Phase mobile app. Go to your app store and download the 105.7 The Phase mobile app. Right? Take us everywhere you go. Listen to some of the hottest music that you're already listening to on mainstream radio. But more importantly, listen to some of the underground and independent artists that has some of the hottest music that's out. And if you also know an artist, make sure you tap in, share, tap in, let them know that 107.5, The Phase, 105.7, let me get it right, 105.7 The Phase are home of the independent artists. We are the home of the independent artists. So, want to make sure that you guys are following our web page, the 105.7 Day web page on the internet, and go check out our website. Yeah, go check out the website. Just Google it, 105.7thephase.com. Check it out. See what we already have going on. See what we have going on future forwards and in the now. You know. Also, you'll have the opportunity to meet some of our other personalities that's on our webpage. And just see, because it's not myself and Zoe Mello, there are several other personalities linked to 105.7 The Phase. Even something brewing that's out of New York. And we have a future team that's coming up in California. So we're moving and we're working over here, right? So go ahead, tag, share, make sure people know that we are here. Make sure people know to tune in with Amanda Miller Top Queens every Monday at 7:30. Follow that girl, because I would mess it up with my proper talking. So Dat, D-A-T, Girl Zoe, for unfiltered interviews. And definitely, we want Mello. Let me spin your Make sure you guys have tapped over, follow both of those personalities. And so you tuned in with them as well, right? So, want to give people some time to go ahead and come in the room. I want you guys to go ahead and tag and share the live. I am going to do the same. So give me the opportunity to do so. Oh, Nella, you throw me out right there. Hold on, you might have to do it again. Okay, probably not. What up, Mello?
What's going on?
So look, I get it. I do. Today, I tell a friend of mine, um, same thing. Today was a really lazy type of day for me. So yeah, you have those days, right?
We comb my hair today.
So you did not, right?
The day over with now.
It was that because of the little one?
Well, that too, but Mondays I get to work from home from my regular job, and then I'm off on my other job, so I kind of take it easy on Mondays.
As Mondays for a lot of people are very easy. So, yeah.
Some Mondays for me. So like when I did stuff, I ain't have to do yesterday, so I was good.
So mellow. I might have to go and jump and grab water. But did you have time to look at the video?
What video? Let me see. Hold on. What the video went on your
Go
page?
grab water. Tell them to. Hey guys, of course, you already know it's 7:30. 7:30 Monday, each and every Monday at 7:30, we are live with Amanda Miller Top Queens. Guys, you already know before I start, let me tell you the rundown for those that may be new to our audience. So go ahead, download the 105.7 The Phase mobile app. Go to your app store and download the 105.7 The Phase mobile app. Right? Take us everywhere you go. Listen to some of the hottest music that you're already listening to on mainstream radio. But more importantly, listen to some of the underground and independent artists that has some of the hottest music that's out. And if you also know an artist, make sure you tap in, share, tap in, let them know that 107.5, The Phase, 105.7, let me get it right, 105.7 The Phase are home of the independent artists. We are the home of the independent artists. So, want to make sure that you guys are following our web page, the 105.7 Bay web page on the internet, and go check out our website. Yeah, go check out the website. Just Google it, 105.7thephase.com. Check it out. See what we already have going on. See what we have going on future forwards and in the now. You know. Also, you'll have the opportunity to meet some of our other personalities that's on our webpage. You just see, because it's not myself, it's Zoe Mello. There are several other personalities linked to 105.7 The Phase. Even something brewing that's out of New York. And we have a future team that's coming up in California. So we're moving and we're working over here, right? So go ahead, tag, share, make sure people know that we are here. Make sure people know to tune in with Amanda Miller Top Queens every Monday at 7:30. Follow that girl, because I would mess it up with my proper talking. So DAT, Girl Zoe, for unfiltered interviews. And definitely, we want mellow. Let me spin your Make sure you guys have tapped over, follow both of those personalities, and so you tuned in with them as well, right? So, want to give people some time to go ahead and come in the room. I want you guys to go ahead and tag and share the live. I am going to do the same. So give me the opportunity to do so. Oh, Nella, you throw me out right there. Hold on, you might have to do it again. Okay, probably not. What up, Mello?
What's going on?
So look, I get it. I do. Today, I tell a friend of mine,
Amen.
same thing. I today was a really lazy type of day for me. So yeah, you have those days, right?
You comb my hair today.
You say you did not, right?
The day over with now.
It was that because of the little one?
Well, that too, but Mondays I get to work from home from my regular job, and then I'm off on my other job, so I kind of take it easy on Mondays.
As Mondays for a lot of people are very easy. So yeah,
Some Mondays for me. So like when I did stuff, I ain't have to do this today, so I was good.
so mellow. I might have to go and jump and grab water. But did you have time to look at the video?
What video? Let me see. Hold on. Where the video at on your
Go
page?
grab a water. Tell them to go ahead and yes, 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 yes. Y'all go ahead, tag and share, and come on in the room. Let's have a discussion. Let's have a talk. Let's have a talk. Because I saw a video and I was trying to go back and find it so that I could share that one too. I saw another one today where a girl was doing the same thing. And she was, of course, telling a guy that he had given her AIDS. She was saying that he had given her 12 STDs in 6 months. And so people was like, in the comments, of course, he didn't give you 12 STDs at one time. So if you went back and had sex with him unprotected, sadly to say, you really set yourself up.
Yeah.
Um, but I want to know, and I ran across something that someone said in the comments. Guys, go ahead and tag and share and bring people in the room because I want to hear y'all comments on this and y'all thoughts. Somebody said people do anything to go viral. Do
Now,
you think these videos are real, or do you think people are just doing stuff to go viral? What do you think?
I think it'd be a little bit of both, but sometimes it do be like a cry for help though.
Mm.
But I mean, clout is a dangerous drug. Less people know they can get paid for social media. Shoot, let me see
And
crazy stuff.
right, right, right.
Viral.
'Cause my thought was, why did you go back that you acted with this man, knowing that you say he gave you 12 STDs in 6 months? It clearly that you were.
Well, how she get rid of them? 12, you need like 6 weeks, don't you?
What you say, Mello?
The math ain't mathing. Done like 6 weeks or something like that with the penicillin. I don't know. They still giving people penicillin now, but
Yeah, I don't think we're right.
they was
So
giving
my
people
thing is
penicillin.
like, dude, let's talk about him. Um, Said something about unprotected sex. Well, it's absolutely, absolutely. So look, with dude, he said he had.
So
I think, go ahead.
I ain't gonna say. So I think like when the medicine and stuff like that, it makes it undetectable. But I mean, HIV and AIDS are two different.
That's right. That's
It's,
right. That's
it's
right.
a virus, so I'm not saying that it goes away. I'm not for sure, but I do know like if you take the medicine and stuff like that, I think it makes it undetectable. Now, when it gets into full blown AIDS, then no medicine is going to cure that at all. But that's why when they talk about Magic Johnson, like that's why he does not test positive anymore for HIV because he takes his medicine, but he's also not transmittable either. So he can't give it to people. So the only way a person could contract HIV from someone else is if that person doesn't know that they have it, one, or two, that person is not taking the medicine and they know they have it. But I know with the meds, it makes it undetectable. I can't hear you.
I'm
Okay.
tag share. My apologies. Do you think that okay? He tell her Yeah,
Because he probably tested positive for the virus.
right. So we take it. He's went. He's tested positive. He got his meds. He's when you gonna tell that lady, even though it's not detected?
I don't know if it's a law that states you have to tell people that you have HIV or not, because once you get the meds and stuff like that, it becomes undetectable, transmittable. I'm not sure about the virus, but I do know if you have AIDS, like full blown AIDS, you are required state law to tell people that, or you can like, what's it like, attempted murder or something like that.
Yeah, I think there is definitely a charge. But do you think, even if it's not law based, do you believe that it is still pertinent conversation just from a moral standpoint?
I mean,
I've taken my med. Go ahead.
ain't got no morals. Everybody ain't got no morals. And some people be embarrassed by this stuff. I mean,
That's right.
because sometimes you could have contracted it. I know one of my friends, her mom got it from her husband. You know what I'm saying? She was faithful to him, but he wasn't faithful to her. You see this stuff in movies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people don't want to disclose their status, especially if it's in a state where it's not transmittable or it's like undetectable. So even if you like, oh, I got it, but then y'all go get tested and they say you don't got it, what the person gonna believe, that you got it or you don't got
Yeah, that's true.
it? So I mean, I guess
Moral compass to reveal the status.
right,
But I still think people are playing a slippery slope
for sure, for sure.
because I get it. Because you're absolutely right. The fact that it is an embarrassment. I think people take their meds and they still have to have life. But with life comes protected anyways, meaning condoms. So if I share it with you and you say, okay, for whatever reason, we go to the doctor has said whatever, I still have the option to, and then if we sit down, doctor explained to both of us, it still gives me the option to decide
Right.
from what I've heard from the doctor if I want to move forward with being protected or not protected, as opposed to you taking a meds. I still didn't have the opportunity to decide on how I wanted to move forward in that space. And one may come back and say, well, then just be protected. But we all know in reality, unfortunately, that just don't happen like that.
Right.
No one said no moral, no ethics, righteousness, no integrity.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like
Go ahead, Miller.
I if when you with somebody that should do those things, get tested, you know, disclose your status with them. But again, like you asking for us to insert logic in a situation where the person might not even have that type of logic. You know what I'm saying? So again, dealing with a newer generation, people who want to continue to be sexually active, who want to continue to live life, but they don't necessarily want people to treat them different, or they don't want people to. Cause truth be told, a lot of people are not HIV/AIDS. So if somebody talking to you and they got HIV/AIDS and they spit on you, you probably gonna be a stupid person. You see what I'm saying? Or people just don't really know for real, like the knowledge of those things. So it's embarrassing for some, but if that was my situation in the if that was my situation, I would be upfront when I'm first dealing with a person. But I also would not disclose that to every single person. It would
Right. That's right. I do believe.
be
Go
serious
ahead.
with, you know. And I will also take necessary precautions. Like if I know that this is what I got going on, I'm not gonna be wanting to give it to you the first night. You know, I'm not gonna give it to you maybe the first couple of months. I'm gonna, get to know you and see if you're a person trust with that type of information. Because just like how he got on here and this lady talking about calling the police on him and all this stuff, it gets crazy like that. You know, you got people that try to report you to the police and then lie and say, "Oh, well, they didn't tell me," and they did tell you. You just still chose to engage, in sexual behaviors with them. So I don't know. It's like one of them things where it's like it's a trust thing. You got to trust a person to disclose some. That's heavy. Like that's some real heavy shit.
Heavy, so I like that wording. It's definitely something that you have to vet to where y'all going. Um, with that, just to ensure, like you said, you're not out here just disclosing it to everybody because at some you're not going to form a long lasting relationship with everybody. And
Right.
so I think the individual have to definitely sit back, not be so quick
Right.
doing it anyways, but that's not always the case. But in those cases, I think you have to definitely be cautious about how you move with the temptation of having sex so that you can allow a person, yourself, to get to be able to decide, okay, we are going somewhere.
Right.
Go ahead, Mello.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Oh, I thought you were leaning in to read some comments. I think Tanisha said, okay, he said they gave him the same thing that Magic Johnson.
We don't know what they gave Magic Johnson.
Test people all the time for these things. And there, she works in the industry, the health industry.
I mean, they saying that Atlanta has like one of the biggest outbreaks right
Mm-hmm.
now.
She,
Glad I got mine.
let me see. She said when they're active and then times where it is under control due to meds, keep it safe. I think that's kind of where you were going, Mello. It's still transferable either way. Wow.
Okay, wow, I didn't know that.
Me either. Me either. So
How did it?
great information. Um, don't take another. LaWanda said, "Don't take another life. Sex, abstain. So refrain. Condoms not enough. If we talk about sex, they're not ready to have sex." I like that. I like that. We definitely have to be at a point where we can have some kind of discussion. I'm trying to do an invite. We definitely need to be at a point where there can be a discussion centered around sex. Because if we're having discussions about certain things, certain positions that we like, what we don't like, what turns us on, what we don't turn us on. And if we in that moment, if we talk about it, let's talk about it. You see what I'm saying? I mean, if we don't talk about it, let's really talk about it.
Right.
Um, understand, why do you think people jump on social media like him and the girl? And I wish I had the video for her because she caught herself onto the dude house, filming him and talking down to him. Pretty much the same thing. Why do you think people jump on social media instead of having those discussions behind closed doors?
I mean, it's like we in that social media era, one, but two, it be about embarrassing the person. Like you got to understand, like everybody not healed, everybody not in a place where they feel like I don't got to get revenge or I got to embarrass this person. They get on social media to basically exploit a person, to embarrass a person. That's just like when they women get in these little groups and put these pictures of these men out that be on the DL. They on the DL for a reason. It's because they don't want people to know. So, you know, to me, I feel like it's just a way to embarrass a person or to hurt a person because you feeling hurt. And I
And
think
then my thing is, are you like he showed his face? She did not. So my thing is, like Sharice said, for the views, yes, you are definitely trying to embarrass that person. But now, are you not embarrassed yourself?
Now, cause see, they gonna get everybody to comments. They gonna be on their side. Oh, girl, we pity you. Oh, girl, we feel bad for you. We sorry that you had to go through that. Not knowing that the next person that probably be on that same post.
And then you better have a sob story because for her, like I said, you on now, you going live, you talking about this man don't gave you 12 STDs in 6 months. Girl, people giving you the business. Like, come on. Like, you want us to be a certain, was it staged? And see, that's what the one that says reality TV or not. So, reality, was it staged? And the one that may not
Right.
been on here, that's what I was saying. People were saying people do anything to go viral, but that's something that's very serious. I don't get that you would put yourself out there for views and say something to that effect. It's like something really serious that you want them views and to go viral. That bad?
Hey, I said cloud is a hell of a drug.
Hmm, crazy
Hell of a drug.
out out here. Y'all go ahead and tag and share. His sex spot she went back to where
Man, if you let somebody give you an STD 12 times, girl,
they said it in
is
six
you
months.
is you cool? Like, is you stupid or something? Like, what's going on? But again, they just go back to your value. That's why we talk about it all the time on here. Like, your value and where you see yourself at. It ain't gonna take but one time for
Right.
me. Like, cause if I come to the table clean and I leave dirty, we got a problem.
That table clean and I leave dirty. I like that. Thank you,
Yeah.
Luanda. Tag and share, guys, and bring
Oh,
your people over to let them know this is an awesome conversation. Thank you. But it's interesting. What do y'all think about sharing your test results? Which
you got to
meaning
do that nowadays, though. I mean, well, you don't have to do that, but like
I got you.
I like to do that. Especially if I know I've been out here mixing a little bit. I definitely like to come with all of that. So, but again, you just don't know because I mean, herpes is on the rise.
Let's that's a good point because to Tanisha, I don't know if you're still on here. Hopefully that you are. But I was gonna talk about that because I wanted to ask that question too. Do you think that um, even with herpes, to your
I can't hear you.
patient now?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know the number. I don't know the number, but there definitely is a high number of people that have um, herpes, whether it's simplex 1 or 2.
facts. But everybody need to understand this. Like, we all have some herpes in our body, but when your numbers is too high, is when you got
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that right there. You got that right there. So I think people be misreading their test scores sometimes too because they don't know. That's another thing too. Like, we don't ask questions. Like, we just always we just look for one or two things, negative or positive. You know what I'm saying? But we don't ask questions. We don't know what this is, what that is. Like, everybody has herpes in their body. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you don't, like I said, it's when that number is a certain number that it becomes something a little bit more serious than what it is. But again, people don't know how to read those test results either. So even if they are positive for certain things, they probably don't even know because they don't know what those test results. They scared to ask questions because they don't want to know sometimes.
Some people just don't want to know, um, because they feel like at some point, I mean, whether whether come about will force me to the doctor, or whether someone comes back and sharing and say, hey, I'm positive, you may want to go get checked because they know that they've been together.
Right.
A lot of times people, like you said, they just don't say and asking for those type of tests because they just choose to not want to know.
Right.
Not late. We're talking about health statuses, HIV, AIDS, herpes. When do you are people sharing that information? Why are people afraid to share that information? Um, why are people going on these? Why are people going on the internet saying when they have these things? Why to embarrass the other person? Are they not embarrassed themselves that they even have contracted these? And I know at times there are stories where people just have a sad story to tell.
Right.
Definitely some of those out there, but there are also some like these that we are talking about, where you talking about you had. I'm taking my meds. I take my med. I mean, I got the same medication as Miss Johnson. Okay, but tell us. I mean, did the doctor tell you I'm giving you the same thing as Miss Johnson? I mean, what made you say that? I'm like, wait, I'm just asking. I wish I could just ask him that. Like, what did you did Magic Johnson ever share what meds he was taking? So when you looked on your bottle, you seen that that's what you had. I'm just trying to understand the logic, you know?
It don't be no logic. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes we try to insert logic where there is none. It ain't no logic there. That was probably a funny moment for him. I mean, if you look at the comments, people laughing at the comments, people making the joke of it. But I mean, it is something very serious. But that's like even with like mental health and stuff like that, people always making jokes about it. Then when you dealing with somebody who really have mental health, you don't really know because you just like, oh man, folks just be playing with stuff all the time. Like I remember I knew this girl a long time ago. She was like, "Girl, I'm bipolar. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You just stupid. You just made bad decisions. Like don't blame it on something you don't even know anything about. You know what I'm saying? Like people just abuse certain words for things when it's convenient for them. He probably got more than HIV.
Right. And then, people always, they ain't saying this is the truth. How people swear to God, they know the detection of who's gay and who's not. They were in the comments saying why she wasn't able to tell that he's on the down low. He seemed like he gay. She ain't see them tendencies. Look how he talk. You see what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. The way that the society is and the world that we live in. Everybody think they have the answers to um, what they can detect.
Well, I
Say
say
the
this.
answers. Everybody think they got
Gay
the
don't have a
remedies.
look anymore. Gay definitely does not. Now some gay you can tell. You can tell for sure. But
Sure.
some
But it
gay
didn't
you
have a
cannot.
certain look anymore. Yeah, I agree.
They don't have a look. Everybody, I ain't saying everybody gay, but I be thinking everybody got a look gay in it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got
Everybody got the gay in them.
for sure. But
That
but again,
to some, I have the MJ pill.
we're going there. You going? Okay, we're going.
Narrative right quick,
Right.
guys, and talk about this one. And I'm gonna just get you guys' opinions. So I posted today earlier. I said, "What about now?"
Okay.
Okay. I said, when did guys start posting videos of and their ex with slow music? Now, them and their ex. Now, them and their ex. No, that's the wording. Their ex with slow music saying
Damn, what?
old picture.
Oh.
But Ninja, this is a new post. Let me bring it a little closer. Can you hear me now?
They said it's an old picture, but it's
And
a new
it may be
post.
an old picture. But the old picture ain't got nothing to do with it. This is a new post.
So what you posting it for?
That's right. If it's an old picture, why are you posting it if it's not a recent feeling of something that either whether it triggered something for you, whether you sad about the breakup, whether you trying to get your girl back, whether wait a minute.
You know, choked a little bit.
Whether you get your girl back or maybe y'all back together. Do you see what I'm saying? Teresa, I was talking about the post that I made today that I said, when did guys start posting them and their ex? What? When y'all start posting you and your ex to slow music, but you're still saying that's my ex and that's an old picture. Dude.
Maybe they trying to get that old thing back.
But that's what I said. When I said, I mean, if you and an old girl trying to get back together, then say that. Man told me that's an old picture. Old picture or not. This is a recent post. Now I said, dudes don't, they'll say the first thing that come to their head and that to come out of their mouth, because that makes no sense. Who cares if it's an old picture? This is a new post, dude. Either you and your ex don't got back together, or you trying to prove to that lady,
Bad.
okay, ain't enough. Let's just keep it 1,000. So it goes back to why, as adults, we just don't keep it 100.
I ain't posting no exes on my page.
Somebody
You
even
know,
post their ex on their page.
yeah, and I ain't posting them, period.
Right. I mean, that makes no sense. And in his mind, I'm sure once he thought about it, he was like, ain't that make good sense. Where are you going to be able to explain to nobody reason why you post your ex on the page? For what reason?
That's insane. That's insane. I ain't know guys were just so dumb like that.
Right.
That's probably why I ain't got no boyfriend.
That why you got no what, Mello?
No boyfriend.
I'm telling you, they do some stupid stuff, baby. He is childish and one of the response from a female that she felt some kind of way. The response. You want a response.
Hmm.
What y'all eating over there, Mello?
I was trying to eat some cheeses in peace. And somebody keep running up over there. They hot. So I got a these right here. Come over there. I don't know. That's crazy to me. I can't even speak on that. That's just stupid.
Can't even hold no conversation on that one.
No.
Conversation worthy, because it just is what it is, isn't it? It just blatantly spells out what it is.
I mean, my girl posting pictures of her ex and slow music. I'm just finna go on the block. Cause she ain't here for me.
That's right. That's right. I totally agree. So look, if you have some questions for Mello,
Oh my.
Anonymous is on here today.
Oh.
Female he posted sitting back laughing. Right. That's right. The female he posted is sitting back laughing. Or either She probably said sometimes females have them to test the water. Well, if you ain't
Oh,
messing with nobody else, then post me.
mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Stupid. Cause nope.
Put on bail for it and posted it, trying to prove something to that lady, and then other females that you call yourself talking to saying, "Really, dude?"
That's insane.
Posting people, you have to be ready to post. I believe you have to be ready to post your partner. And know it goes back to know that y'all going somewhere. Because you don't want to constantly just be posting people after people after people.
So is that something? Is that something that you like? You want to be posted by your partner?
Oh, I am gonna be posted by my partner. No, you like, hey, I just asked a question.
Cause I'm
When I get into a exclusive relationship, I don't want nobody to post me just because we're dating. Simply because you don't really know where that's going and when it'll take a turn. And again, you don't want to be always on here just posting people. Um, if two, I don't get I'm definitely not that girl. When we start, kicking in, I think it's levels. I think once we said, okay, we're together, we're exclusive, we're moving forward with what we got going on, and I don't expect you to post me every time we take a photo. Um, do you see what I'm saying? No, you don't have to do that. But I think at some point when people are together, you do have to post your person. Now, I'm not saying posting your person don't make nobody not still come for you, meaning try to talk to you. That don't keep the wolves off of you, but
but
at least yeah, I
don't
think it take definitely don't keep the wolves off of you.
it definitely don't. They just go keep going in. Oh, that's what we doing. Oh, that's what you on now.
That's right.
Oh, okay then.
And that's what I'm talking about, dude. I think people were saying, so that's what you want? That's what we're doing. So that's why I think you have to be ready. If you all the way exclusive and you ain't testing the waters, host your people. Um, the wolves ain't out still,
They always
but
got
yeah, I think the wolves gonna always be out.
the
But I,
wolves
I don't,
are
I
in
don't.
the bushes. They like owls. Yeah.
That's right. I don't think you get the opportunity. Well, I can't speak because some people say they're okay with not being posted, and it's not. But for me, I think once you're in something, at some point or another, you post your person, and it don't have to be repetitious. But at some point, you do post your person because you can't be out here in a committed relationship but acting single, and then your status still say single.
Mine always say that though.
I mean, and again, it ain't gonna keep the wolves off. Hey, Mr. McGee. So I mean, I don't think
When you say you single,
your
it keep you.
status, but I don't think you have to.
I feel like when people see you in a relationship and they see you happy, that's when they be trying to come because they feel like, oh, you happy? Oh, oh, you. I want you to make me happy like that too. I want to make you happy like that too. Like I don't know, like my grandmama always used to be like, don't never take no woman around your man. You don't care if it's your friend, your cousin, your sister, your auntie, anybody. She always used to say, don't talk about what you and your man do. Um, don't talk about what you and your
Every time I see you,
right because people like it was a girl that posted a the girl posted a picture of her man and the friend was like, girl, I want your man because you always talking about how happy you make you. I want to be happy like that too. Like I'm like, what? The boldness.
there again, you have to watch people who in your circle because there again, and that's true to your friend, baby. You don't come like that, and that was very disrespectful. I think we ought to be able to share the love of our lives of the person that we with our friends, those that we know are solid, those that we know care about us. And I think we should be able to bring those people around and together. So like to functions and things like that that we all collectively will have together, whether that's couples trips or things like that. Because if you can't go on couples trips for fear that you're thinking somebody is going to make a pass at your
Right.
girl or your guy,
Hold on, y'all.
then I think we have to reevaluate our circle. Um, because yeah, I think we should be able to host our person at some point. Um, and I think we definitely should be able to bring our person around our friends and be able to share that relationship with those that you care about and know that nobody's gonna make a pass at your girl
Well,
or
you don't
guy.
know that. You don't know that. You know what? Nowadays, I be feeling. I ain't saying everybody want me or everybody want who I'm with, but you just got to be cautious because motherfuckers will be sitting in the back, lurking, watching and waiting. And I'm talking about they'll be. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Oh, you look so happy. You look so good. And as soon as you and that person break up, they had a crush on you for like 10 years.
So Mello, do you think though that those are the people that's in your circle though? Because
Ooh, it happened to me before.
oh wow, yeah, I don't play like that, and I think that's why we have to keep our circle really small and intimate so that we know who we can trust. I don't want to.
For me now,
I stopped being friends with a girl for that reason
I feel
because
like
go
hang
ahead.
around other couples, you know. Like I don't, like I love my single friends, I do. But like I want to do like couple things. I want to do things with other couples.
That's why I say you can't be around here acting like you're single when you're in a relationship. So I think
I mean,
to your point, yes, you can. Don't be envious, and even though they shouldn't be. But I'm just trying to understand if you are truly a friend, and if I got inkling of envy and jealousy, or if I can't trust you, I'm just gonna treat you from a long hand of spoon, and I'm not calling you friend.
like
Ready to, because I said I wasn't gonna stay on long today, so we're gonna go ahead. And she didn't even hear me. But guys, look. So here's what we talked about today. I'm gonna do a summary. So we talked about the video that I posted about the guy that said he had um, AIDS and slept with the girl, and he said that about having the medicine that Magic Johnson had. We also talked about LaWanda made a lot of great comments when we talked about do people really do this stuff for social media? Is it really staged? Is some of this stuff just for views? And on a most serious note, are people really having conversations about their testing? LaWanda made a great point, and we can talk about sex. We can talk about our test results. Love that. And then we shifted to why would people post their so-called ex on their page if that person is still an ex? Who does that? And then now we're talking about when do you post your person? Are you able to take your person as a couple around your friends? I don't see it, Mello, but that's again says you just have to be cautious and you can't be acting single when you're in a relationship. Facts. That's just simple as that. So you just have to make it known. And I'm not, again, like I said, I'm not saying the wolves don't still come out, but you have to really just, you can't just be out here being acting like you're single so that people can know how to respect your boundaries. But nevertheless, guys, hold on, Mello. Let's see. Y'all, let me see if Mello got some last words before we jump off. Okay, Mello, I just seen it. But yeah, you you guys are staying connected to the 105.7 Phase team. Like I mentioned earlier, go out there and check out our website. Make sure that you guys are following everybody that's on our team. We want Mellow on IG, Mellow Echoes here on Facebook, but tune in to Let Me Spin Her podcast. Again, we have so much going on. Remember, open part, if you wasn't on the live, I talked about our team that's out of New York, something brewing, got something going on really soon out of Cali, so we'll bring that to you. Make sure you're following that girl Zoe, TAT. That girl Zoe for unfiltered interviews. Make sure you download the 105.7 the mobile app to your cell phone, wherever you download it from your app store. Download it, take us everywhere you go, and make sure you are checking our podcast out wherever you get your podcast. So, guys, have an amazing week. This was a very informative show. I want to say to you guys that someone was on Tanisha Khan's mention, even before we go, even though you can take your meds and it's not and it is undetected, you are still able to transfer the disease. Now, again, like Mello and I said, didn't know that. I'm not saying it's factual. I just know she's medical. Guys, look it up. Do your own research. Do your own homework. Make sure you stay protected. Make sure you're doing what you need to do to protect you first. Have an amazing week, guys. Thank you.